In tonight's reality check, we are getting answers after newly appointed Grand Bay Fire Chief Richard Firth allegedly turned in 19 fake fire training documents to the fire board. NBC 15's Justin Moore is getting answers on how the false documents slipped right through the cracks of a background check. Justin?
Well, apparently the same background check many of you had to get your job wasn't done in this case. Former Grand Bay Fire District Board member Susan Todd says she was the only member to abstain from voting to appoint Richard Firth as chief.
There's just too many red flags, not to say something ain't right.
The suspended chief was appointed on April 28th. NBC 15 learned on Thursday that there is a warrant for his arrest. Police is accusing him of stealing nearly 40 lawn care items from the University of South Alabama when he worked there in 2016. Police connected him to the theft after they say he pawned some of the items. Firth also accused of turning in 19 fire training certificates that are not real. Todd was responsible for checking his background.
Rich would never sign consent for us to do a full background check. So I had to go through different engines to find what I could find.
And she says the 2016 warrant did not show up. Todd says she did find some questionable things. She says the board approved him anyway because they wanted a chief.
They just jammed it through. And they do a lot of things like that, just jamming it through no matter. They don't take the time to process everything. I mean, it took us until after he was made chief before we got his certifications. All of his past jobs, I could only get a statement of he's not hireable.
Some Grand Bay taxpayers are calling for the board to resign.
It's time for some accountability for this district board.
You're right.
And Mr. Baggett, you need to resign.
Amen.
Because you've let this community down.
Todd resigned during last night's meeting, she says, for health reasons. Other board members are not commenting. Meanwhile, the chief remains MIA. Now, the Alabama Fire College executive director told me their attorney is investigating the false documents. He says there could be serious legal ramifications. Of course, we are going to continue to press for answers on this matter.